After landing in the Awakening Wood and exploring your initial surroundings, you'll eventually work your way to the Hole of Beasts. This is the first real cave of the game, featuring 5 sublevels, 6 treasures, and many more enemies than the Emergence Cave, including the game's first boss. This cave specializes in fire hazards, smaller critters, and leads to the first and arguably best treasure in the game. So, let's delve deeper into this cave. Bring all the purple and red Pikmin you have at your disposal, and head from the landing site to break the bramble gate by the burgeoning spiderworts. Feel free to gather some ultra spicy berries for some ultra spicy spray. After knocking down the gate, move on and defeat the cloaking burrownit and creeping chrysanthemum and head down the small path. Towards the end will be the Hole of Beasts. Upon landing in the first sublevel, you will be on one end of 2 small circular arenas. On the opposite end, there will be 6 female sheargrubs, 4 male sheargrubs, and the Stone of Glory. Head on over and attack the sheargrubs by swarming them or killing them with precise hits. Focus your attention on the males, as a stray one can kill a Pikmin if you aren't paying attention. After killing them, collect the Stone of Glory as well as the carcasses and head on to sublevel 2. Unless you've collected 20 purple Pikmin, you will only find 2 violet candy pop buds on the next sublevel, as well as 2 eggs. Go ahead and exchange some reds for some perps and move on to the next sublevel. On sublevel 3, you'll find no enemies, but rather an abundance of fire geysers littered throughout. Take your reds and destroy the geysers, and you'll be able to safely recover this sublevel's 2 treasures, the Cosmic Archive, which lays near the hole to the next sublevel, and the Strife Monolith, which is hidden in a broken cinder block in the middle of the level. Jumping into the 4th sublevel, you'll find more fire geysers scattered around. Take your Pikmin and work your way around, destroying the geysers, and head on over to the red bulborb. Use your purples to stun the red bulborb and take it out. For defeating it, you are rewarded with the Dream Architect. Somewhere in the sublevel, there will be an alcove. Here you will find the Luck Wafer, as well as 1 violet candy pop bud. Before you leave the sublevel, there are still 10 more enemies that you can collect. Take all of your purple Pikmin and locate the 2 dead ends that did not have eggs in them. Throw your purple Pikmin into both of them. 1 dead end will reveal that 10 Mitites were burrowed into the ground. If done correctly, the purple Pikmin will kill all of them immediately, leaving you with 10 bodies to collect and 10 pools of nectar. After landing in the 5th and final sublevel, you'll immediately hear a roar followed by the sounds of snoring. Moving from the landing site into the arena reveals the sleeping mass that is the Empress Bulblax. Separate your Pikmin into groups and then grab the purples and head to the backside of the monster. Attach a few purples to its behind and head near the geyser at the end of the level. The Empress Bulblax will immediately wake up and attempt to shake off the Pikmin and begin its attack. Whistle them back to your command before it does this and wait for the Empress Bulblax to roll around. As soon as the Empress Bulblax stops moving, throw more Pikmin back onto it. Keep doing so until it starts to shake, then immediately whistle them back to prevent them from being squished. Keep doing this until the Empress Bulblax is defeated. Upon defeat, the Empress Bulblax will deflate and reveal the Prototype Detector. Bringing the Prototype Detector back to the ship will give you the treasure gauge. This nifty device tells you when you're near treasure and helps you find treasure inside enemies, as well as treasure buried underground. As you move closer to treasure, the needle on the gauge will move to the right and start beeping wildly. Once there is no more treasure in a level, it will power down and turn off. Having secured all the treasure, go ahead and exit the cave to return to the surface with your spoils. The total of 6 treasures and 22 enemies collected should amount to 1,146 Pokos, and you should now have enough purple Pikmin to get access to the White Flower Garden. There are a few interesting things about this cave. The treasures in here are mostly based around Nintendo products. With the exception of the Strife Monolith, which is a Mahjong tile, they include the D-pad of an NES controller, a Famicom disc of Mysterious Murasame Castle, a Game & Watch system of the game Ball, an Ace of Space cards with the Nintendo logo on it, and an old Love Tester machine. Also, on the topic of the Love Tester, its treasure, the Prototype Detector, as well as several other treasures in the game, are subject to having a dynamic weight. This means that if you have less Pikmin than the default weight of the treasure, it will change the amount of Pikmin needed to carry to match your current squad, even if you only have 1 Pikmin with you. This is to prevent the player from not being able to collect their reward after they kill the boss. Last thing of note, on sublevel 5 there is a marking on the landing zone that bears the image of the Empress Bulblax, foreshadowing what is immediately next. Hole of Beasts is a small cave with a simple agenda. It's an easy cave to score some Pokos as well as give you the most useful treasure in the game. It also serves as an easy breeding ground for purple Pikmin, as you can easily get 5 purple Pikmin each time you re-enter the cave. And with that, it's time to return to the surface.